Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Simon here with another episode of Naruto. This is episode number 37, and moving on from the last episode where we got a little bit of insight into one of the characters who has been helping the group out. By the end of the episode, we learned that Kabuto, who appeared beforehand to be completely innocent, a good student, if not a particularly talented one, revealed himself to be working for Orochimaru and passed on what I assume is critical information to Orochimaru regarding other members of the group. I'm guessing that he wanted information on Sasuke, but it's not out of the realm of possibility that there was information on the other members as well at that point. And it's something I didn't see coming. I really didn't. Kabuto seemed nice enough. I mean, yes, anyone who takes the exam 7 times is a little bit unusual, because you would think that by the 7th attempt they would have known, or they would have learned that either they're never going to succeed, or they should have learned something about how to get through the exams. And as I mentioned at the end, I think that he does this to collect information on certain students, passes it off to maybe more than just Orochimaru. Maybe he works for a number of different people, but for the moment it is Orochimaru. And his cards that contain all that information, they have the potential to be very, very powerful, because it can reveal the weakness or the strengths of a particular ninja. And what's Orochimaru going to do with that? Now, someone did mention in the comments of the last episode that no one ever seems to notice him wiping the scar off his nose, and I did notice it, but I didn't really think about it at the time as it being significant. And I was thinking to myself, well, what does that actually mean? Does that mean that this isn't Kabuto, or is it just a ploy? Is it just something that he has there? Maybe he was setting people up. I don't know. At this point, the real Kabuto could be dead, and this could be an imposter, or this could be Kabuto, and he's just played everyone the whole time, which I did not see coming. The episode also contained a fairly interesting fight between the members of, I think they were the Rain Village, and the main group, and it really came down to intelligence at the end of the day that won the fight. It was another one of those interesting kind of back and forth fights, just when you think that the fight's over, one team has the upper hand, something happens and the other team come right back into it and they get the upper hand. It was another one of those really good fights. But yeah, we're going to see where things pick up. We're in the tower now. The teams have both the Heaven and the Earth scrolls. So technically I think they've made it to the next stage of the exam. But time will tell. Orochimaru is in the tower. What's going to happen? So anyway, before we do, we're going to jump in. I want to say a big thank you to my Patreon super supporters: Frank Tremel, Karen Abel, Ace, Nick Walters, The 7 Deadly Sins, Damon Smallwood, Michael Y, Clara Gros-Louis, Mr. Greg 89, Tyrone Tyrone, Pobinhas, and Matt Okeefe. So, without further ado, let's jump in and let's see what happens next. Yep. Lest they be paralyzed.
Oh no, this is a summoning jutsu.
Oh.
Sakura, quick, get rid of the
Oh no. Oh no. What is it summoning? Oh, Kakashi? No. Oh shit.
Long time no see, huh? Congratulations, you passed the 2nd exam.
Yay, they did it.
To celebrate your passing, I would love to treat you all to some Ichiraku ramen, but
especially after all the bugs and plants we've had to eat for the past 2 days.
They're eating bugs.
I'm gonna eat every new
There was a book though.
where does he get all his energy?
You're not getting ramen, I don't think.
Shut up. What would have happened?
We know what would have happened. We saw it.
The scroll was opened. We were ordered to knock out whoever opened it.
Yeah.
Ninja found that out the hard way.
So it wasn't a thing on it. It just summoned
Then you didn't open up the
Aruka.
doors, huh,
And
Naruto?
yeah.
I owe you 1 million, Kabuto.
In other words, words, if
Yeah.
your weakness lies in your intellect, Naruto,
Wow, called him out.
that you work hard to learn all the information and skills that you need to
Sakura is the other one, the F
Okay, I get your
side of it.
And you, if earthly qualities you lack, train your body, prepare to attack.
Yeah,
So if your
he's just
weakness
calling
lies
him
in
out.
your physical strength, Sakura. A Chunin is a leader, a guide. It's a Chunin's responsibility.
Shame about the 3 guys who died, you know.
Serving under him. And
I like how this is all very jovial now, and it's like, well, people died.
on a mission.
You gave it to me. I may still be hyper, but I'm not a kid.
I may still be
I got
hyper.
through the second Chunin exam, and you watch. I'm gonna pass the third one for sure.
Well, he is confident.
Right now.
You're right. I'm sorry about that.
What is the third exam going to be?
Look, I know their strengths and weaknesses better than anyone else does. Might very well be you, Kakashi.
I think Aruka is a bit too attached to them. Oh, wait.
Does the curse mark still cause you pain?
Oh, yes, she was his student. I was like, who is that? And I was like, makes sense.
Back to business. This Orochimaru is one of the Sannin, the legendary 3 ninja, isn't he?
Legendary
Supposed to be so incredibly powerful that not
Sannin.
even the Anbu Black Ops unit could bring him down.
3 legendary ninja.
That he died, but
There were 78 ninja who took that exam. Frankly, I'm surprised that even 21 passed.
21
Less than half
passed.
would make it, but I really thought the number
So
would be in the
that's
single digits.
7 teams? 7 teams made it. And a fair number from the Leaf Village as well.
Of course, with my team still around, your team is doomed to failure. After all, what matters on the next test is ability.
I love this little rivalry between him and Kakashi.
Well, I guess that part of growing up is learning to deal with heartbreak. Huh?
He is arrogant, so I will be happy to see him taken down a peg or two.
Did you say something?
Yes, Kakashi. That's it. Give him the cold shoulder.
Boy, that drives me nuts when you act so cool. There's no way.
Cool. When you act so cool.
That's Guy Sensei's old rival, huh? Well, if I had to judge them on looks alone, I'd say Guy Sensei would lose.
Guy Sensei is just the coolest teacher ever. He is
Two opposing opinions here.
always with cool.
Scratch on you, Gara.
Yeah. So that's a teacher from the Sand Village.
He's acting strange.
Yeah, he's still scared by the chakra.
Sand Village Ninja.
Hey, look. All of the Leaf Village rookies are here too. Whoa, everybody's here.
So not one team from the Leaf Village failed.
Ain't even Bushy Brown.
That's impressive.
Like absolutely nobody got left out this time.
So that's why they fought so hard to recommend them.
It's a good batch of students this year.
Attention, Lord Hokage is going to explain the third exam to you.
But it's important that you understand its true meaning.
Oh, there's an
The
ulterior
exams are,
motive.
so to speak,
So to speak.
they're a representation of the battle between allied nations.
Oh, it's a war games situation.
Now, if we look at our history, all
Oh.
the countries that we're currently allied with have mutually selected location. That
Oh.
was how the Chunin selection exams originally began.
Oh man. Monster fight.
That's great, but why do we have to go through these exams then? I mean, it's not like we're doing this to pick Chunin to go fight.
Well, actually,
You are.
there's no question that part of the point of these exams is to select shinobi worthy of becoming Chunin. Many leaders and people of prominence from various countries are invited to attend this exam as guests, and also
Oh.
possibly to seek shinobi to work for them. This
It's a
exam
scouting
will
exam.
of your ninja work from here on out, and more importantly, those rulers will watch your battles.
Oh man, there's so many different facets of this.
Ninja and each nation is developing. The stronger our nation is, the better our position when it comes to negotiating with neighboring countries.
Yeah.
So it's important to show how much
They can ask
military
for more
strength
money.
your village has. Okay. It's because this is an exam where your life is on the line that it has meaning.
Yep.
It's for this very reason and for the strength of the nation that your forerunners fought in this exam. This is a custom in which balance is preserved by fighting and dying. In the world of the shinobi, that is
It
friendship.
well, yeah, it's a weird way of being friends, but
Life with the pride
you
of
know,
your village and your own dreams at stake.
it keeps from emotions and tensions from boiling over, I guess, between warring nations.
appointed as proctor of the third exam to speak first.
Oh, so this guy is in.
Be it.
It's nice to meet you all. There's something I would like all of you
Why is he
to
coughing?
do before the third exam.
Has he got coronavirus? What? What do you want him to do? Don't quit on us there. Well, how dare they to just cut out on us just before we even know what it is they need to do before the third exam? That seemed awfully rude. Hayake Gecko, the proctor of the third exam. What's his deal? Why is he coughing so much? Has he got coronavirus? Is he an infectious risk? Are we sure that we can let him be the proctor? I don't know. It was all very strange, that very end kind of segment. Okay, so we learned a little bit more about, I mean, obviously the situation regarding the exam, a little bit more lore in the world, and the true kind of, I guess, the true purpose behind the exam itself is, it's a mixture of stuff, really. It's part war games, part scouting sort of exam for people to come and watch and see, you know, which Genin have the most potential, so that they can try and hire them in the future. And it's also kind of used as, you know, a symbol of power. You know, it allows the nations to kind of put out their best and brightest, and, you know, whoever comes out on top, their nation is strengthened for it. And you know, like I said, it stops tensions, I guess, from boiling over too much between the friendly nations, because if you send in your best and brightest to compete every once in a while, then I guess that, you know, gives you a chance to kind of, you know, take out frustrations, or, you know, try and get one up on potential rivals. You know, and as they said there, you know, the idea of friendship within the shinobi is not quite the way we would think of friendship in real life. It's you know, a very strange concept. So yeah, I mean, I like the idea that, you know, the scrolls themselves, they weren't actually imbibed with a sort of a, you know, a paralysis jutsu. It was actually a summoning jutsu, and so whoever it was that, you know, whichever Chonin comes through had to knock out the ninja to stop them from, you know, progressing. I do like that idea. And it makes sense. I wonder what happens if, like, multiple people open up the scrolls at once. You know, is there enough people there to go in and deal with that? But again, I'm thinking about things ahead of time. We learned a little bit more about Orochimaru, at least. He is what apparently is called a Sannin, one of 3 legendary ninja who people thought were dead. Now, I wonder what a Sannin is. Is that like a whole new level of shinobi? Because we've got Genin, we've got Chunin, you know, you got Jonin, and then you've got Hokage. There's been nowhere mention about Sannin, and it makes me wonder if that's like a secret hidden level of you know, shinobi that only 3 people have ever reached, and Orochimaru was obviously one of them. And I keep forgetting as well that Anku is also there with the curse mark, and with Orochimaru being in the vicinity, that's, I'm guessing, still going to be playing up. You know, but yeah, there's going to be so much going on here. 21 teams passed. That's a lot more than 7 teams passed. There's 21. There's 21 students, I think. It wasn't 21 teams. It was 7 teams. Yeah. Which, you know, every single Leaf Village team passed, which is surprising. I thought at least one of them would be eliminated. We have one from the Sound Village, one from the Sand Village. I think that was it, really. The Rain Village one didn't pass. So yeah, that's really where we're at now. We're just waiting for the instructions on the third exam to see what's going to happen. Which they cut off at the end, which I'm really annoyed about. But yeah, just a nice simple episode just to kind of ease us off of the second exam, explain a bit more about what the exam is for, and move us into the third and presumably final exam of the Chonin test. which is going to be fun. It'd be great to see how people prepare for it. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you for the next one.